So picture this, right? You're sitting on your couch, maybe scrolling through your phone, and a message comes in from a number you don't know. And it's photos of your husband in bed with someone else. And the person who sent them? It's not some anonymous tip, it's her. She sent them to you on purpose. Like, what kind of person does that?
See, that's the part people skip over, though. Everyone focuses on the husband, the affair, the betrayal, sure. But the person who takes the time to screenshot that, package it up, and deliver it to your inbox? That's not a confession. That's a power move. And nobody's asking the real question. What is she actually getting out of this?
And that's what kills me, man, because okay, you cheated. That's one thing. That's its own universe of messed up. But to then have this other person, this woman who knows she slept with a married man, and she's not hiding, she's not ashamed, she's sending evidence? Like, bro, the audacity. Who wakes up and says, you know what, I'm gonna ruin this woman's whole life before lunch?
So here's where it gets interesting, right? There's this concept in psychology called narcissistic supply. And basically it means some people, they don't just want attention. They need emotional reactions from other people, the way you and I need, like, food. It's fuel. And the bigger the reaction, the more pain, the more chaos, the more, oh my God, my life is falling apart, the more fed they feel. So when she sends those screenshots, she's not confessing. She's not even bragging, really. She is harvesting. Your shock, your tears, your rage, that's the meal. The affair was just setting the table.
That's so predatory, dude. Like, you're telling me the whole thing. The sleeping with him, the photos, sending them, that's all just a setup to watch someone fall apart?
And there's a second layer to it. It's called triangulation. So in psychology, triangulation is when someone deliberately creates a three-person dynamic. Her, the husband, the wife, but positions herself as the one holding all the cards. Because think about it. Before those screenshots landed, the wife had a marriage. Maybe not a perfect one, but she had a reality she understood. The husband had his secret, and the other woman, she had nothing. She was the hidden one, the one who doesn't get claimed. Sending those screenshots flips the card. The wife has adjusted her jump self entire power structure. Now she controls the narrative. She's the one who decided when the truth comes out. She's the one who chose the method of delivery. She didn't just expose the affair, she directed it. Like she's staging her own little movie and everyone else is just reacting to her script.
And that's what I want people to hear. Because if you're the person sitting there with those screenshots on your phone, crying, shaking, wondering what you did wrong, you gotta understand something. You are not the broken one in this situation. You are the target. There's a difference.
And here's the thing about the whole once a cheater, always a cheater debate that's been blowing up online. Everyone frames it around the husband, right? Will he do it again? But flip it. The more interesting question is whether she does it again. And the research on mate poaching, people who specifically pursue partners who are already taken, it shows a pattern. It's not a one-time thing for most of them. People who poach tend to poach again. Because it was never about your husband specifically. He was just available and married, which is the part that actually made it exciting.
So you're saying she's gonna do this to someone else? Like this is her thing?
Very likely, yeah. And that should actually make you feel something different than what you're feeling right now. Because if this is a pattern for her, then it was never really about you. You just happened to be standing in the blast radius.
Okay, so if you're the person going through this, and you're listening right now, and your hands are shaking, and you've read those messages 40 times, and you can't eat, and you can't sleep, and you keep zooming in on the photos trying to see if that's really your bedroom, what do you do with someone like this? How do you beat a person who literally feeds on your pain?
So there's this approach, and I love this because it's so counterintuitive. It's called gray rocking. The idea is simple. Narcissistic supply requires a reaction. The whole system, the screenshots, the drama, the triangulation, it only works if you perform the role she cast you in. The crying wife, the public meltdown, the desperate confrontation. If you don't give her that, the whole thing collapses. You become boring to her. You become a gray rock, just nothing to feed on. And for someone who needs chaos like oxygen, that's devastating. Your silence becomes the one weapon she never planned for.
So the move isn't revenge. It's not sending her screenshots or blowing up her life or any of that. The move is just nothing?
The move is choosing yourself so completely that she becomes irrelevant. And here's what the research on post-traumatic growth shows. People who go through betrayal, real gut-level betrayal, they don't just recover. Some of them come out the other side more self-aware, more boundaried, more themselves than they were before. Not because the pain was good, but because it stripped away every illusion, and what was left was actually stronger than what they started with.
If you're hearing this right now, and you're the person who got those screenshots, she sent those to break you. The fact that you're still standing, that's the reply she'll never recover from.